One second. All right, y'all. So I went and turned the TV off because music was still playing, and I washed my face real quick because I didn't want to be crusty. But I realized I had my shirt inside out, and once I realized that, I was like, dang, I probably should make a few other adjustments. Welcome back to my channel. My name is LaBrea Nelson, and this is Navigating the Nelsons. We today are going to be working on some desserts. So I have two desserts that I have in mind. I will try to link them both down below. So the first one is a chocolate chip cookie recipe, and it's different than the one where I told y'all in my last video. I wanted to start trying some new recipes out and trying out some new chewy cookie recipes because I didn't really like the texture. So we're gonna make that recipe today, as well as I have a friend whose birthday is today. Happy birthday, Chris. And I'm gonna be making a red velvet cheesecake for her birthday party tomorrow. I'm a little nervous. It's one thing to be baking and like you're baking for you or you baking for your family. Everything's different. But when you're baking for other people, like the pressure then gets on. It's like, dang, it ain't like I hope this really needs to turn out the way that I want it to. I have had a very interesting relationship with baking. So when I was in high school, we had a culinary arts class that I took, and I loved it, and it made me want to become a pastry chef. Now you guys know I'm not a pastry chef, I'm a social worker, and life just ended up happening that way. That ended up being the calling that I felt like I was able to do, which I still do in some capacity all the time. But I have loved baking. It's been near and dear to my heart. There's a special feeling that you get when people taste your food and they love it. And you see that look on their face or they go, that right there, $1 million. Take that to the bank. I just love baking. And I have this vision of like when the boys are older and every week, us baking together, like making a new dessert together and them being able to have that memory. You know, just like I have memories of me and my mom and my brother having family night every Friday. Like I want that to be our memory and things that we do together. So all of that long story short to say, we gotta start baking. Now the boys are sleeping. They literally just went down. Let's say 2:15 is 2:26. So I don't really have a lot of time. I say the boys nap anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour and a half. And generally it's not the same. Like meaning Evan may nap for 30 minutes, Noah may nap for an hour and a half, vice versa. So I'm not putting too much pressure on myself to make too many things right now. My goal right now is to get the cheesecake done first, and that is because the cheesecake has to freeze. So of course, like I said, you guys, I don't have a springform pan. I used to, I have no clue where it is. But I decided to just do my cake pan and put foil in it. It worked great. I haven't unpacked the cheesecake or pulled the foil yet as of the time that I'm talking to y'all. But to me, it slid out perfectly and it looked great when I baked it. So I'm doing some repairs over here. I'm handy manny because it wasn't looking too hot. All right, y'all. So I woke Noah up. He is normally pretty good when it comes to sounds and things like that, but understandably so, he does not like the sound of the mixer. I mean, it is very loud, so that's understandable. So that's probably what woke him up from his nap. I was planning on making the cookies now. The only thing is, in order to make the cookies, I'm gonna have to use the mixer again, and I don't want to put him through that. So we're just gonna wait till Dad comes home. It is 3:09, so 2 hours. We got the thing that takes the most time in, so we'll just have to stick with that.
Much later.
All right, y'all. It's 10:30. By the time Jason got home and I had to get dinner on, but you gotta know your personality, because I know for a fact if I don't do this now, it's highly unlikely I'm gonna wake up in time in the morning to be able to get this done. So I'm gonna stay up and do it now and hope for the best. So while we get ready to get this all put together, get our wet ingredients mixed with our dry ingredients, let me know in the comments below, what do y'all watch while you're cooking? Are you a podcast listener? Are you listening to the oldies? Like, what do you listen to? Because that's 80% of the battle right there, finding something to entertain you while you're getting stuff done. Now, I do like to frequent the murder podcast, My Favorite Murder, but today, just a snippet of what I've been listening to.
I in my mind, I was just gonna, do it with her for a few days, and then she was gonna be gone.
But did I ever leave? Did I ever leave?
Exactly, she never left.
No, I was committed to you.
I don't know if it's the social worker in me or just who I am as an individual, but they take me out on paternity court. It's really a whole mood. Maybe it's because it's something I would literally never do. Go on national TV and embarrass myself for the masses. But, y'all, Evan said, hey. Good morning, y'all. It is the next morning. Well, actually, it's afternoon. I woke up at about 10:30. And I'm so glad that I went ahead and did what I had to do last night. It's 1 o'clock. We have to leave here at about 3 to get there with a few minutes to spare. So all I have to do is 2 things. I need to assemble the cake. Well, 3 things. I have to make the cream cheese frosting, and I have to assemble the cake. And then I would really like, I'm thinking in the sense of what I would want, you guys. You tell me if I'm over exaggerating or overreacting. It would make me so annoyed if somebody made some cookie dough and then make a little bit for me so I can see how it turned out. That would annoy me. So I'm giving myself, I don't have any analytics, nothing to go off of. I'm giving myself what I would like. So I'm going to bake up 2 cookies just to see how they turn out. Me and Jason will try them to see if they're better than the others, so that you guys can get an idea of what it looks like and how it, how they end up tasting. I'm hoping that they're going to be chewy. They may not. So let's get into that and we'll see what we can do. So the cookies turned out. What you think, babe? I feel like they turned out a lot better than normally.
We would like to call, what they would call somebody who was exceptionally tall. So you had to adjust the camera.
Right, you're exceptionally tall.
Did you or did you not have to
You got
adjust the
lifts
camera?
in your shoes.
I have lifts in vans. You tried it.
You got lifts in your
You
shoes.
tried it. What was the question?
The question is, how do you think these turned out compared to the other ones so far?
I'm probably not the right person. Probably not the right person to ask that. I'm more of a, people in the what's a fancy chocolate like goulash.
Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli.
And you like the ones that say like.
And I'm a Chips Ahoy guy.
Not even.
Yeah. Pause.
Y'all look at these. All right, y'all. So we're gonna try these cookies out. We switch sides, unfortunately. I think that they look way better. Like, look how they look so good. The only negative thing is that the batter, like those other cookies, I can make like 80 cookies out of.
Mm-hmm.
This I probably can get 20, so I have to do it a bunch of times. But these look good.
These do look good.
He just wants to eat them.
It's a long time to bite the cake.
Oh my God! See, that's what I'm talking about. And they've been sitting there.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
With my other cookies, you gotta eat them like fresh out the oven. These,
Yeah. Oh, really good. Oh, really good.
these are so good, y'all. I promise y'all, I'll be watching people, I'll be like, they doing too much. Me, I feel like I found the secret formula of youth.
I wish I had another.
No, there's
You want to eat the rest of yours?
Yes. All right, y'all. We really appreciate y'all for taking your time to spend some time with us today. I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope that it was helpful and that it was entertaining. And I truly appreciate you guys for joining the journey. Until we meet again.